I wanna shelter you from harm. Don't be alarmed, your attitude was the cause. You got me stressing. Soon as I open up the door with your jealous questions, like where can I be? You're killing me with your jealousy. Then my ambitions to be free, I can't breathe. Cause soon as I leave, it's like a trap. I hear you calling me to come back. I'm a sucker for love.
That's right, I'm tripping, baby. Sucker for love. A sucker for love. You won't do.
Hey everybody, it's the Mad Villain back at you with another episode of Villainous Thoughts, so let's dive right on into it. Okay, today I want to discuss what I think about Tekken 8 Season 3 and what can be improved and what are my problems. But first and foremost, let me announce that I became a newly Tekken god with Kazuya Mishima. It was not that easy, to be quite honest with you. It was quite the daunting task, but we got it done. But anyways, let me get back to what I originally was planning to discuss. Okay, let's first start off with heat. Heat is still a big fucking issue in this game. I mean, with heat smashes, especially in heat engagers. The heat smashes are just an atrocity. And it's just so random. Like, let's say with Kazuya's heat smash, right? If it's blocked and you're close enough, you can punish it. Sure, you might not get a launch punish, I believe, but you can punish it. But with certain others, like with Kings, Laws, like a bunch of characters, to be quite honest with you, you're basically just praying for your life. You have to block. You just have to block. And then they get free pressure. Now they can make you just guess again. Like, and I think heat smash, if it's blocked, should not go to a stance. Should not go into a stance. You should not get rewarded for your attack being blocked. Especially for how much reward you can get off that thing, depending on certain stages as well. Like with certain ones, you can either get like a wall break or a floor break. And I think it's completely ridiculous when you outweigh the positives with the negatives. So, in order to fix that, I think it should have no tracking. This is just me, my personal opinion. I think heat smashes should have absolutely no tracking. It is too much reward for that kind of shit. And have a slower startup. And if it's blocked, you should be launch punished. And I know that's people gonna be saying like, oh, well, that's a big risk. Yes, you should take a big risk of being offensive. Like, people confuse aggression with recklessness. And that's something I don't want for Tekken 8. It can be as aggressive as it wants to be, but it's gotta have consequences that equivalent to that. You can't just, just do X, Y, and Z and just try again later. This is what this game feels like to me. A lot more times than not when I'm playing it. It feels like just try again later. And also, I think when you get like enhanced moves, like with Kazuya's Hell Sweep in Heat, I think you should get only one try and that's it. If it lands, your heat bar just automatically disappears. There's just some characters that just have heat bar for just have heat for too long, and heat regen is still a thing in this fucking game, which I will never understand. Well, people will say like, oh, it's not that much rage, not that much heat regen. Brother, it shouldn't be there in the fucking first place. Like, that's just too much, man. And I know this is kind of an old complaint, but I'm still going to say it. Remove chip damage. Remove chip damage. I should not be punished for being blocked. For blocking in Tekken 8. For how aggressive this game can be. Just remove the chip damage entirely. Because characters like Lydia, she can just tear your life bar apart for you just blocking. And when she's in heat, especially when she got all of her installs, like, nah, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. And also for future character DLC, at least my personal take is, they need to stay away from fucking stances and installs. We already have enough of that as it is. It's already too much. We just need characters with more like original movesets instead of just stance slop. stance 50-50 slop, in my personal opinion. And speaking of stances, that's the thing I want to segue into next. I think stances become really redundant in Tekken 8 because it's just stance, slop, copy, then put on another character for DLC, sell it for $5. It becomes very fucking tiring, especially when you're constantly blocking against plus range moves, especially like when they're in heat. And dialing back to what I just said earlier, oh excuse me, about heat smashes, and then if it's blocked, you get a free stance, free pressure. I think that's stupid. Nobody should get free pressure after their heat smashes being blocked. I think that's dumb as fuck. It should just return back to neutral, in my opinion. Like, nobody should get pressure after that shit. That is overwhelming as fuck. And another thing about force 50-50s, they need to dial this shit all the way down. All the way down. And I hate to keep going constantly back to heat, but that's how I feel when it comes like to characters like King, especially. Oh, if you block his heat smash, he gets go in a Jaguar sprint. Oh, he gets to fucking, you have to like 1 in 4 guess. You had to do all of this shit. Just force 50-50s. Well, it's not even a force 50-50, it's a force 1 in 4 chance. So, and even out of those 4 options, at least 3 of those options he's safe on. Most of the time. So it's like, damned if you do block, and you're especially damned if you don't. And I think that can be overwhelming. And another thing is, stop buffing characters. We still need nerfs. It still needs to be nerfs across the board. Just fucking period. No compensation buffs, just fucking nerfs. And season 2 proved this because people were getting some of the most powerful versions of their characters that you ever seen. Like let's say with Reina, for instance. I remember Fenty was talking about a fucking Reina player that was like stuck Tekken King. And this Reina player was complaining about the fact like she couldn't get nowhere with this character. I tried everything, and this dude was asking for like guarantee 50-50 this, guarantee he follow up that. Like, Jesus Christ, man. No. And the most ironic thing is, they said, I don't want to kill like the skill gap. I don't want to kill like character identity and shit. Bullshit. You cannot say that while advocating for that shit in the same breath. It's just complete hypocrisy. And I remember seeing another fucking like Kazuya video. I don't remember who it was, but he was saying like, oh, electric should be buffable. Like, no. No. It feels like, for me personally, Tekken 8 was not made for players that are new. It's not made for players that are old. It's not made for players that just don't know Tekken. It feels like this game was made for players that don't want to play Tekken. It feels like they just want to jump on this shit, do some cool shit, get rewarded for it no matter what, and then call it a day. I mean, seriously, you can just look at the stats of a few of these certain players, man. They be like Tekken God Supreme, God of Destruction. Hell, even in some instances, like God of Destruction 2, 3, and they have like 40 to 50 defense. I think the lowest I ever seen was like from 2 years ago, I believe, like a Kenshin player, like blue rank with like 20 defense. And that just shows how stupid this game can fucking be when it comes to legacy skill. It feels like it doesn't really take legacy skill to beat niggas no more. It feel like just pop your shit, pop that heat, and then force your opponent to guess. When it comes to like the movement and shit like that, a lot of these players just don't know what the fuck they're doing. A lot of them just don't know what they're doing. They just throw out shit and then just call it a day. But I would like to make probably more of an in-depth video. Probably like collab with somebody else and talk about these things like more in detail, because I kind of get a little bit scatterbrained, but I just want to give my 2 cents on what Tekken 8 Season 3 is. Now, do I think Tekken 8 is a good game? No. I like good at like in traditional Tekken? No. It's still got a long way to go. But there has been some improvements with like the last 2 patches, which I will admit they were good for the game. But this game still has a long way to go before it does have any competitive seriousness. So anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
They say you can't turn a bad girl good, but once a good girl's gone bad, she's gone forever. Shit, I gotta live with the fact I did you wrong forever. Shh, I'm on forever. It's fucked up, girl.